So in chapter 17, Willie Mae was telling Rob about how she had a bird when she was little, and she just felt so badly that that bird that she called Cricket was in a cage, and she wanted to let it go. So she couldn't stand seeing him locked up, and she let him go, and her father was very unhappy, and he beat her. And then Rob told the story of how he remembered one time his father saw a little bird in the sky, and his mother said, "You're not going to shoot that, are you?" And the dad said, "Sure I am, of course I am." And she's like, "Why would you do that?" And the dad said, "Because I can, or to prove that I can." And the mom was not happy about that. And Rob's memory of it is the bird hitting the ground with a thump, which is really kind of a sad image. Both Willie Mae and Rob don't like the idea of something in a cage, whether it's a bird or a tiger. So let's keep going to chapter 18 and see what happens. Okay, chapter 18. Rob was sweeping the cement walkway in front of the Kentucky Star rooms when Beauchamp pulled up in his red Jeep and honked the horn. Honk, honk. "Hey there," he hollered. Beauchamp was a large man with orange hair and an orange beard and a permanent toothpick in the side of his mouth. The toothpick waggled as he talked, as if he was trying to make a point on its own. "We got you on the payroll too now?" Beauchamp shouted. "No, sir," said Rob. "All right," hooted Beauchamp. He hopped out of the Jeep. "Got you working for free. That's what I like to hear." I want to turn my sound off so that you don't hear those dinging. Okay, so Beauchamp is saying, "Am I paying you too now?" And Rob's like, "No, not me. I'm not working for money." "Ain't you supposed to be in school? Or you done graduated already?" The gold chains buried deep in Beauchamp's orange chest hair winked at Rob. "I'm sick," said Rob. Sick and tired of school, right?" He slapped Rob on the back. "Don't got a mama putting down the rules for you, do you? Got to make your own rules." "Not me," said Beauchamp. He jerked his head in the direction of the motel office, where his mother, Ida Bell, worked the front desk. He winked at Rob, and then left. He winked at Rob, and then looked to the left and to the right. "Look here," he said in a quieter voice. "I got me a number of deals going on right now, a few more than I can properly handle myself. I wonder if a smart boy like you yourself wouldn't be looking for a way to pick up some extra spending money." He didn't wait for Rob to answer. "Let me tell you what I got cooking. You like animals?" Rob nodded. "Course you do," said Beauchamp, nodding with him. "What boy don't?" "You like wild animals?" Rob's heart skipped. He suddenly knew where Beauchamp was headed. "I got me a wild animal," said Beauchamp. "I got me a wild animal like you would not believe, right here on my own property. And I got some plans for him. Big plans. But in the meantime, he needs some taking care of, some daily maintenance. You following me, son?" "Yes, sir," said Rob. "All right," said Beauchamp. He slapped Rob on the shoulder again. "Why don't you climb on into this Jeep and let me take you for a ride, show you what I'm talking about?" At this point, I'm thinking Rob might be a little frightened. "I'm supposed to be sweeping," said Rob. He held up the broom. "Says who?" said Beauchamp, suddenly angry. "Your daddy? He ain't the boss. I'm the boss. And if I say let's go, you say all right." "All right," said Rob. He looked over his shoulder, wishing that Willie Mae or his father would appear to save him from Beauchamp, knowing at the same time that he could not be saved, that he was on his own. "Good," said Beauchamp. "Climb on up." Rob climbed into the passenger seat where there was a big brown grocery bag at his feet. Go on and put that in the back, said Beauchamp as he swung into the driver's seat. Oh, I wonder where they're going. I think I know. The bag was heavy and, oof, it stunk. Rob carefully put it on the floor in the back and then noticed his hands. There was blood on his fingers. That's just from the meat, said Beauchamp. It won't hurt you none. He cranked the engine. It roared to life, and they went tearing around behind the Kentucky Star and into the woods. Beauchamp drove like he was crazy. He gunned for the trees and then swerved away, and then at the last minute, whooping and hollering the whole time, came to a stop. You ain't going to believe what I got to show you, said Beauchamp. No, sir, Rob said weakly. What? Beauchamp shouted back. No, sir, Rob shouted back. I ain't going to believe it. But he did believe it. He believed it with all his heart. It's the end of chapter 18.